And we are live. Bob kind of disappeared because he's walking the dogs outside. I'm sure he'll be right back. So,
I'm
hello
right here.
everybody. How's everybody
Okay.
doing? Oh, I see you. You're just in the dark.
That's the Yazzie.
He's not gonna. He's not gonna show everybody pooping to us. Oh, I didn't see that in time, Mickey. I don't think you are though. I don't see how you could be, unless somebody accidentally did it. But I will go back and check the stream later and see.
Mick, I saw you commented there.
Yeah, I thought I saw his comments too, so I don't think he's blocked.
Not till the
You,
very end because I thought, oh, he almost missed it.
um, sometimes YouTube does a glitch thing where some comments don't show up, so it could have been something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a burning eye. Hi, Furlough. How are you doing? If you want to come up, you can. I pinned the thing up at the top. The link. Anybody that wants to come up, Grasshopper, if you want to come up, grab your ears.
Maybe some other time. Come on, Princess.
Bob looks like a ghost in the top, or in the dark.
Oh, my beard looks cool.
Your gnome beard.
Wait, right? Waiting on Yazzie. 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 He's eating grass.
Okay, you can come up for a minute or 2 minutes and say hi. I've had my door open all night. Now I got flies in here. So, not sure how many people are going to show up for tonight, but we can visit for a while and I can show artwork and talk about it if anybody wants to do that. Soul Taker, hello.
I don't.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
I don't know. So Milo had us at the door.
GRB, hi.
Milo, we already been out. Couldn't find Milo. Now he's ready to go. Come on, Princess. Jump up. Good girl. Yazzie.
Bob's Bob's coming in from taking his doggies out. Hello,
Yeah.
Xanadu.
Yeah, now they get treats. They just ate poops. Now they get treats.
So it's good to be here again on a Wednesday night and feeling a little bit better.
I
I'm
thought
actually
Sam was
feeling
coming.
almost like myself. My feet aren't swelled up. My ears aren't hurting. Haven't been dizzy at all today, so that's a good thing.
Right.
So I think I'm getting better. I think the heat has something to do with it. It's starting to cool off here. Hopefully it will keep cooling off and not get hot again. Because, I'm old and I don't handle high heat very well. And my house is like an oven when it starts getting hot outside. My house heats up and heats up and heats up, and I don't have air conditioning.
Sam
Because
did.
the last couple of years, I never really needed air conditioning, but the last couple of years have been brutal.
Did that little unit you got help?
It helps a bit, yeah. I've got it in my room that I use for my studio.
Yeah.
I should bring it out here in the living room, but I've been doing a lot of painting and stuff, so I have it in there right now.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, you all need fresh water too.
Do you all see my long really chat comment in chat now? The last comment I see from you says, I'll try to chat, and something about too many numbers. It just kind of like went above my screen. You got a pair of Minnie Mouse ears, yay! Um, I'll try to chat the exact comment here to see if it was a YouTube problem or just me using too many numbers and signs banned by Nightbot. So that's the last one I see. So if you had one in between, I don't see it. Usually if you type something in chat and it's not going to show up, it'll be like light gray in your comments so you can tell. Or it'll say held for review or something. But usually as a, like me or the mods could see that and then say held for review.
Yeah.
So. And then we have the option to click on it to allow it or whatever. Dang, fly keeps buzzing me.
You must smell sweet, Pam.
Yeah, that must be it. I like fresh air, but I don't like it when the flies come in with the fresh air.
See, I took screens off windows for some reason. Oh, when they painted the house, I had them leave them off for some reason.
You what?
And I don't have screen doors.
Oh, you don't have screen doors?
No, or screens on my windows because I thought it looked better when they painted the house. I had them leave them off.
I have a couple. I have a couple screen windows which I have open, but like 3 out of 4 of my windows don't open. But I don't have a screen door, or I would certainly use it.
I think I'm going to get some of the screens out from under the house and put them back on and use them. I love fresh air.
You should do it before fall because fall's the best time for fresh air. I love the fall.
Have to be sure my snakes can't get access to the outside.
Yeah.
Yep. I was thinking about doing a giveaway.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You could give away a black house snake and say that people have to come find it to get it.
Right. Or I could give away a dog that's prone to pee on my pillow. I'm still not over that. It's just nasty. I have commas and a lot of not seen by you. Oh, is he having trouble on here?
Yeah, he's having trouble with not all of his comments are showing up.
I did see him on Dan's, like I said, but it was at almost the very end, and I'm like, wow, he almost didn't make it because usually he'll say, you know, if I win, give it to so and so, and I don't know if we can look on there though and see who's blocked. I think it has to be Dan. I don't know. I can't imagine why he would be.
Now, see, that showed up.
Okay, a little strange. Couldn't help hear the really. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that totally now.
I see the last 3 comments he made there. 4.
Yep, it says couldn't help hear the Barella talk at least 5 different locations. Da, 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 da. So yeah, I see that fine.
I thought you were going to have some humor tonight, some comedy.
Me?
Yeah, the Minnie Mouse guy.
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming up. I think he went to find his ears.
Oh. He could have left them in the car. You know,
I'm waiting for my coffee. It should be just about done.
I made mine half decaf and half regular because I have to get up and go to the Ark again tomorrow. So
Hurry up, Grasshopper, so I can put you up. As soon as Grasshopper comes up, then I'll go get my coffee real quick.
I had a nice twilight, kind of in and out on Dan's stream. I laid down. My hair's sticking up in the back from it. I'm not camera ready. Do you see
Terry. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you forever. I hope you're doing good, Terry.
Well, how the hell is everybody?
How the hell are you doing?
I kind of figured I better check in with you guys because...
because I was just thinking about you today, wondering how you were doing. I thinking that I hadn't seen you for a while.
You know, you're not the only one. There are some very there are some very awesome people in this community that actually care about us.
Yeah, there is.
Which I'm not used to because I'm socially awkward and I hate everybody equally. I'm not used to this kind of attention, but everything is fine. I just accidentally somehow find myself working all the time on the night shift.
Oh.
I have tonight off. But yeah, it's been crazy.
Well, I'm very glad to see you. Like I said, I was just thinking about you today, wondering how you were doing.
Do you get paid more at night?
A whopping $2.75 an hour.
Damn, buy me something. Buy me something, Terry. Anything.
I'll work on it. See, the only thing is when I'm off of work, everything's closed. So
right. That's the thing.
Or I'm sleeping.
That 3 to 11's rough too.
You guys have no idea how much I hate working nights.
Hey, Susan.
And
Susan, oh my goodness.
My foremans, or my bosses, they came up to me and go, "Hey Terry, we want you to run the show on nights."
Wow, Steve, you're doing better than me.
And I'm like, well, how much money are you gonna give me? And they threw such an insane number at me that I was like, yeah, I'll do this for the rest of my life if I have to.
There you go. Money's
okay, well, I'm gonna black out myself here for a minute while I go make a cup of coffee, because my coffee should be ready. Don't go anywhere, Terry. And Bob, be nice.
That coffee's gonna have Fireball in it, right?
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, cinnamon. It's gonna have cinnamon in it.
Yes, it's gonna be cinnamon coffee.
Oh, okay.
I resent that comment, Pam. I'm always nice.
So what's been going on in the fish fam? I've missed a bunch.
I don't know so much, Terry, because we're getting into the reptiles a lot. Not out of fish, but more into reptiles, and that's taken some time. Pam and Susie Q and Mike. We've got that reptile stream on Friday night. Shameless plug. So we're doing that, which takes time. I've been volunteering more, so just all boring stuff. Like you, I'm working.
Yeah.
Not getting paid, but working.
Soul Taker quit smoking after 30 years.
That's awesome.
Soul Taker, nobody likes a quitter. Sorry, just had to throw that out there.
They used to say that if you quit smoking, things go back to normal, like any damage, but I don't believe that anymore. I don't think that's so.
I think it's got more to do with how much you smoked and for how long.
Right. Pack per day formula thing. Oh,
You know, and
Susan.
I've been smoking so long now, if I quit, my body'd probably go into convulsions.
Right. You probably would have trouble if you quit. Susan, I saw you had some things to pass along that you're not going to be using from your fish room. Do you still have stuff? I know you're scaling back, is what I'm trying to say. I don't need anything, but somebody on here might. COPD. Ooh. Well, that's good you could quit now because that COPD is rough. I don't have it, but I've had lots of patients over the years that had it. It's rough stuff. Terry, you need the tar to keep going.
You're damn right I do. Dude, I live on anything with the last couple letters ending in E. Caffeine, nicotine, you know, shit, man. But you know, I wake up in the afternoon, it's 2 cups of coffee, a Mountain Dew, and off I go.
Yep.
Oh, and 3 cigarettes.
Mm. The time I never wanted a cigarette was like first thing up in the morning. I had to have coffee or, get up for a little while. Then I was ready for it. Cigarette.
I can wake up in the middle of the night having to pee because I'm an old guy and that's what old guys do.
Tell me.
And on my way, I light a cigarette. I may only smoke half of it and put it back out, but yeah, I get up in the middle of the night, gotta pee, have a half a smoke.
Susan, how's the best way to get you if anybody's interested in seeing what you've got? I saw it on Facebook, I think, is where I saw it.
Okay. I have cinnamon coffee. And I don't see grasshopper yet.
Oh. He's probably digging around in the couch for those ears.
God, I don't know what to say, man. My brain is still on work stuff. I gotta somehow shift gears.
You need to put cinnamon in your coffee.
That'll do it.
I'm doing what do they call it? Smirnoff ice screwdriver.
Huh.
He was back there waiting 5 minutes, Pam, and you got tired of waiting.
I just went and got coffee, so if you were here, get your ass back. You knew I went to get coffee.
He was supposed to smoke a cigarette.
No, you went to go get cinnamon.
Cinnamon in my coffee. I went to get cinnamon coffee.
Brandy. Ew, no. Shoot. I can take that.
Have you ever had Chambord or Chambord? It's like blackberry brandy.
Oh, but that sounds pretty good.
No,
Oh,
but
dude.
I had peach brandy, but blackberry brandy actually sounds amazing.
To get some vanilla ice cream, and then slap an appropriate amount of blackberry brandy in it because it changes for everybody. And hit the mix button, and it'll taste like something from Dairy Queen, man. It's good stuff.
Oh, wow, that sounds good.
I love blackberry anything. Blackberry cobbler. Ooh, man. Oh, that's right. Susan's in Birmingham. Put some homemade churned butter on blackberry cobbler and heat it up in the oven. Got 5 minutes. Oh man, get butter melt into the crust.
Oh, I miss being able to make blackberry stuff.
Is that
In
Mickey
Oregon,
M
in
or
Oregon where I
Mikey?
lived, in September the blackberries get ripe, and they are everywhere. Every backcountry road you take has blackberry vines everywhere. You
I
can
got them my
stand in
mom.
one spot and fill up buckets of blackberries, and I'd make blackberry cobbler and blackberry pie and blackberry jam and
Which
They're
is the
out back
one
here.
that has the stickers? Is it the blackberry or the raspberries? One of them
um,
has got like,
blackberry's got wicked stickers. You got to wear jeans and long sleeve shirts to go
fuck
pick
yeah,
them.
you do. You can go blackberry picking and you walk out of there like you were in a horror movie.
Yep, yep.
GRB.
There
Blackberry milk.
is the grasshopper
Let me see. You gotta
with
see
his
that.
Minnie Mouse ears. Let me see the ears. Bend down a little bit. There you go.
Blow
I
him up
didn't
All
so I
know.
right.
can.
With a
I
polka
didn't
dot
know.
bow.
I didn't know Mickey Mouse ears were required.
Yeah, well, they're not required, but they're definitely encouraged.
Blow him up so I can get a good screenshot for blackmail.
No.
Blackmail. Never mind. He's no fun. There, I got one of him like that. I can blow it up.
Guys, everybody.
Ooh, I can post that in comments. That looks good.
Nola, hello.
You got the makings of a decent panel.
Mickey M got it figured out.
What the problem was? His comment.
You get blackberries in Northern California too, grasshopper, or no?
I have not seen them. We used to get them really, like a lot of them in Cuna in Idaho, where I used to live.
Yeah,
They're all over like down by the creek, wild blackberries.
yeah. I grew up a little bit west of Portland in a little town, and it's like every road that you take, every country road you take is lined with blackberries. You can just stop anywhere and start picking blackberries in September, about the middle of September. I
Well,
do
we
miss
have
that. I love the blackberries.
what we have here in the Midwest, especially around the Great Lakes region, is the mulberry trees. Have you ever had that?
I
It
have
looks
never
very
tried them or done
similar.
anything with them.
It looks very similar to a blackberry, but it grows on a tree instead of like a vine.
Huh.
And they taste excellent. They really do. They're good.
We had huckleberries in Idaho.
Yeah, yeah. There's huckleberries in the mountains up around here too. But their locations are guarded by everybody that knows where they're at. Nobody tells anybody else where they're at.
Am I allowed to ask why Grasshopper came up with the name "Why Are We Always Yelling"?
Yeah, that's a good
Because I
question.
feel like I'm guilty.
Well, it's a long story. Well, I can make it short. I had a ex girlfriend that when I created my YouTube channel or started going onto YouTube, uh, I changed my name from my email to Why Are We Always Yelling, because she was crazy. But
Oh, okay.
I mean, I was probably a little crazy too, but it just made sense, and it's unique. It gets people questioning. So
Well, you sucked me in. I had to ask.
it sucks everybody in.
So your ex was crazy, but
Yeah,
was she hot? Because there's an honest to God scale of dateable women out
The
there
crazy hot
that
matrix.
you have to base on how crazy and how hot they are.
Right.
She was definitely in the fun zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
if you've seen the Crazy Hot Matrix.
And poor Pam's over there like, you guys really need to shut up.
I don't care.
It made me think about the graphic they use like on fish tanks, like regressive, not aggressive, semi-aggressive.
Yeah, it's sort of similar, only it's just based on hot and crazy.
Oh God, I'm going toward the light.
I still have these. They don't fit as well though as these.
Oh, you got multiple pairs.
Well, the other ones I made from a dollar store parts. It's just 2 paper plates and it's like $3 altogether to make this.
Those are big.
Fishy Biz. Hello.
Hey, Biz.
See, Fishy came in here because he heard you guys talking about rating women.
What was
So
the
he had to show
was
up and see what you had to say.
Was it Fishy Biz or somebody else that saw a spider on their live stream and freaked? Who
I
was
don't
that?
know.
Not me. I saw one and fed it one time. It was in the top of the tank. I had to have a hood ornament too. That's a little aquarium ornament somebody gave me. It's that diver. I put the diving bell and you put the airline on him and he farts and blows out his butt. That's what that is.
Looks good.
It's an old family airline.
How long can you balance it? Is the question.
Apparently 10 minutes so far. It's flat and I'm flat-headed on the top, flathead. That's another family trait.
Okay, thanks for stopping by, Steve.
Hi, Steve, bro.
Now, Kat told me she was going to come tonight. I bet she's like over on the Frostmare in the Frostmare chat. She probably forgot. She was in Bob's stream earlier, though.
Yeah.
I sent her a link or the link to the channel or the notification.
So Pam, how was the pizza?
It's good. It's good.
I ate the other half of mine.
I almost like it better than cooked in the oven.
My other half was better.
It's good.
Well, where'd you cook it at besides an oven?
My oven won't. I can't get my oven to work, so I cooked it on the stove in a frying pan.
Oh, with a lid?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's an oven.
I put a little bit of butter in the bottom of the pan and dropped the pizza in it and put a lid on top. And I set the flame on to where it was just barely, you could just barely see blue. And then let it sit for about 20 minutes, and it was perfect.
That reminds me of pan pizza. Reminds me of a guy that Skipper and Ed had to go see that weren't paying their fish mafia dues. The blue flame.
I don't like spiders in my house either, so I can relate to that.
Who's got spiders?
It's the time of year, man. I don't know what it is by late summer, early fall.
Early in the fall, spiders start coming in the house because it's starting to get cooler at night outside. So they're looking for a warmer place. So yeah, spiders always hit the house at the start of fall.
Oh, what's today? Tuesday? Okay. Yeah, I'm
Wednesday.
get. Is it
Sky
Wednesday?
Dancer, Sky Dancer says I want to see Halloween tank setups.
Me too.
I was in.
That'd be awesome.
I needed to pick up a couple little things from Menards, which look, Menards is the Walmart of home improvement.
They
I
are.
really don't like going there, but if you want to get cleaning supplies, they're cheaper. And they had these like skeletal dogs. And I got to admit, I looked at them and went, I could fit one of those in my 125.
Yeah, I've seen skeleton rats too that are pretty kind of cool looking.
What kind of spider was it, Biz? It might have been somebody's pet lost. Could let it just be around. I've got a big black snake loose in here. I wish it would get in bed with me. At least I could find it.
What is it eating, Bob?
I don't know.
It's
I
got to
haven't
have
found it.
eat something by the time since you lost it to now. Been
Oh,
long enough.
they can go several weeks and longer. Some of the ball
It's
pythons
been
go
almost
months.
it's been almost a couple months.
It had just eaten the night before. Said it hated to eat and run, but it did. It's not in my air conditioning because the man that came to work on that yesterday said it wasn't in there. The reason I said what's today is I've got frogs on the way. I need to look and see if they're on the porch out here from Kenny. He said tomorrow, but you never know. Wouldn't that be
It was a
cool?
BMS spider, Fishy Biz. I had one of those in the house one time, and my daughter asked, she was like 5, and she asked me what kind of spider that was, and I said it's a BMS spider.
No frogs.
I'm gonna have to agree with Fishy Biz on this, man. If there's a way to make me act like a little girl, drop a spider in front of me.
Yep, yep.
No frogs yet.
I'm gonna have to go watch that now.
Sorry, Fishy Biz, man. I didn't mean to bring it up.
It's not even his channel, right? Or was it? Oh, it was his channel. Okay. Oh, with the one with ABC. I hadn't seen that. Okay.
Mickey M, we're thinking more like 3/4 to an inch is what we're thinking.
Yeah,
4
but in man
inches to
inches, that would
6.
be at least 4 inches.
Well, exactly.
Look, as soon as you said 6 inches, Dee Dee said, "Hi, everybody." Look in the chat. Hey, Dee Dee. It's the very next thing.
Hi, Craig. That's really a personal question, Mickey.
I'm about 15 seconds behind. Oh, well.
Fishy Boo says it was 5 to 12 feet.
It's one of those monkey eaters.
Fishy Biz said, I took a picture and showed the chat. That sucker was effing huge. Yeah, but I can take a picture of a dime and it'll look huge, when I show the picture.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I don't want any unsolicited photographs sent to my inbox.
Too late.
Why? You don't like pictures of dimes?
Too late.
I can show you just how short 10 inches actually is.
Grasshopper's showing us daylight. It's still daylight over there.
Where's that at? California?
California.
Yep.
California is still daylight. It's 10.
Yeah,
o'clock
there.
at
It's
night,
like
man.
about
Well,
8 o'clock over there.
There's no sun. It's
It should be
Overcast.
setting. Yeah, it's a little bit after 8.
yeah. The sun is set. It's just
Twilight.
yeah, kind
Wait,
of.
there's vampires?
Night, Susan.
Well, the vampires up here only sparkle. So yeah, it's twilight.
Really? I'm afraid you're going to get shot out there with that Minnie Mouse belt thing on.
I got a 2-point buck.
I'm
can't keep
secure.
my-
I'm very secure in who I am, so I don't care.
Yeah. Well, I can't keep a mod. Take that off, please. You have to go out to smoke,
You'd have to be pretty secure to wear that.
right?
My neighbors already think I'm weird, so who cares?
We're just adding this to the list. 50-cent piece ran across the floor. Dog grab them.
That's okay. I had
Mm-mm.
right at the start of the COVID lockdown in March in 2020. Somebody tried to do a SWAT on me where they called the police and said something was going on at my house and they heard women screaming and stuff, right? So, but it didn't work out for them because it was the start of lockdown, so the police just knocked on my door and waited for me to come outside in the middle of my stream. So I go outside and I talk to them and assure them nothing's going on and it was a false report and all that crap. Like I say, I know somebody did it on purpose. They were trying to do a SWAT on me. But I know who it was too. A pretty good idea.
Mosquito.
But anyway, I got outside and I talked to him for about 10 minutes. And then I come back in and sit down and start talking to everybody again because I was in the middle of streaming. And I think somebody said, did you take your ears off when you went out to talk to the police? And I was like, oh, damn. No. So I went outside and talked to the police with the Minnie Mouse ears on. So I'm quite sure that just totally impressed everybody.
Man, I would love it that the cops would come to my house and go, hey, we heard reports of women screaming and shit going on. I'd be like, yeah, it's Friday night. Leave us alone.
See you, Drew. Biz.
Okay, Biz, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for bringing up the horrible past. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Chu.
Hello, Daniel.
Yeah, it is fucked up to do that to somebody, Craig. It was popular for a while on YouTube. I think it's kind of like died down now because between some people got arrested for doing it because at least one person got killed from them doing that because they, kicked his door in and he had a gun and they shot him. So, and then, there was a whole group on YouTube that had their own chat rooms and stuff that thought it was hilarious to do that for a while. And there was somebody here in our fish fam that was doing it to people, and he was mad at me, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that did it to what's his name?
Jethro.
Jeffro had it happen in the middle of the stream, and they busted his door and broke in a window. And I'm pretty sure that the same guy that did that to him tried to do it to me, but like I say, it just so happened it was in the very first week of the big lockdown, and the police didn't come in. They just knocked on the door. But I had to go outside and talk to them and convince them that no, nobody was attacking me. And they were kind of almost, and they were all dressed up in their SWAT uniforms and shit. And
The
I
one
think they were
I
kind of,
actually,
they were almost disappointed because they were wondering, well, what about your neighbors' houses? And I was like, at the time, there was nobody living next door to me. And I said, no, I haven't heard anything. And the house next door to me is empty, and I'm right on the corner, so there's no house on the other side of me. So, yeah.
I
Oh,
actually
yeah,
was
Sky, I
watching.
know it. I hated when that happened to him, and I'm pretty sure that the same person tried to do it to me.
I was actually watching the Jeffro stream when
I
it
was at work, and I
happened.
had people messaging me because I was one of his mods, and we had like a Facebook Messenger thing where we talked to each other, and I had the other mods were messaging me and stuff that it was going on.
One of my ears must be a little higher than the other one. He's walking around the neighborhood. They're going to have the popo swing in there in a minute with the lights on, boy.
No, this is just in front of my apartment. I was showing you I have bird feeders and squirrel feeders set up. And I was just showing them.
Oh, awesome.
There's nothing happening right now. That I showed you my car. So
That looks like a quiet street.
not. I wish it was quieter. There's a lot of people that like to hot rod up and down the street.
Hey, Lisa. Thank God the pit bull was in their crates. Yeah, I remember that. When I heard about that, I wasn't watching the stream either, but when I heard about it, I wondered how the dog was. Princess, what's wrong? What's wrong? When I was in that twilight zone while I was mudding at Dan's a while ago, Princess fell asleep on my pillow and she was dreaming, making those little puppy noises. Weren't you, Princess? Yeah. There's Mike.
Mike, hello.
I'm glad you weren't here, Mike, when Grasshopper was outside running around with those ears on.
Anyway, so the point of that story was, that I went outside and talked to all these. I think there was 6 cops with their SWAT uniforms on and everything. And when I came back in, I realized that I had my Mickey Mouse ears on the whole time.
So what's wrong with that?
He thought you were a swinging chick.
That's a really easy way to diffuse a situation with guys with armed weapons. Come out with Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I'm sure that when I stepped outside with Mickey Mouse ears on, they probably were thinking to themselves, well, she doesn't look very dangerous.
In my mind, unless it is the zombie apocalypse or I'm very, very hungry, I'd find it hard for me to shoot somebody wearing Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah.
Just saying. Go. Now, if you're wearing horns like a bull, yeah, I'd probably shoot you quicker.
But it's also California where everybody's just kind of crazy. So,
Well,
Popo
you
probably
should
thought
know.
Cam was
You
prepping
should
for
actually know
the
that if the
movie.
zombie apocalypse actually happens, you can pretty much sort it out on what type of hairstyle you have. Because I got a funny feeling all man buns, they're gone.
yeah, they wouldn't last very long.
I hope so.
Just a thought. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. And then I found out I was right, so it was a wash.
Yeah, I thought I was wrong one time, but I was wrong. Not even a grin from anybody? Jeez, you guys.
Nah, I'm losing my touch, man. I'm tired. I'm usually much more energetic, but these 13-hour days are kicking my ass.
Well, I feel very awkward. I'm gonna.
As well you should.
Well, thanks for coming up for a little bit anyway.
Well, the ears actually, I can go to the store and everything in these ears, and I wouldn't feel awkward. Just being on camera makes me feel awkward. I don't know what to do with the hands.
The ears, I feel awkward on camera without my ears. The ears are supposed to protect you from feeling awkward.
Right.
But
The ears are kind of like my safety net. Right?
the ears give me power.
Yep. The
Very
ears
true.
give you power.
To get channels 2, 5, 7, and 9.
Mhm.
And the ears also help hide my horns, so that's a good thing too.
Yeah, you got horns.
Yep.
Granny, come on, jump up here. Come
Well,
on.
I will see everybody. I'll still be in chat, but
Okay, well, thanks for coming up.
thanks for having me.
I like your new ears.
I do too. I think I'm gonna wear them all day tomorrow.
Oh Jesus! Getting not snowing here.
There's a lot of weird people in California. This wouldn't stand out at all.
My brother lives out there. My dad died out there. I've been there.
But
They made me come back. I was too weird.
I lived in LA for about 5 years, something like that.
Come on.
all right, I will see everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Oh,
Okay, guys, talk.
I got to get up and start feeding my fish here in just a bit. Just a bit. Carrie must have went away.
Lisa said today she had her bangs up in pony-like pebbles.
Oh,
And two different people came over. Nobody said anything. I know I've gone into the store before and gotten out to my car and looked in the rearview mirror and realized I had oil paint on my face. So yeah, people just stare at you and don't say anything.
I think I was about 50, 55 maybe when I stopped giving a rat's ass what people thought.
You know what? How big is a rat's ass to begin with? Because if you even care, about a rat's ass. A rat's ass ain't all that big.
Right? I think that's part of what it means. It's a little ass. Terry may have muted himself.
Yeah, I'm discussing work shit. My number 2 is on the job because I decided to take the night off. A person should not be allowed to work 80 hours a week. It should be illegal.
Yep.
But is it? No, you can work as long as you want.
Now, are you salaried or?
Oh, no, fuck no. I am absolutely 100% hourly. I made the last 2 weeks, I made the 2 biggest checks I've ever made in my entire life.
They should have to pay you overtime then.
And yeah, trust me, they're paying me a shit ton of overtime. And on top of that, I've never paid that many taxes in 1 week in my entire life.
I hate taxes. Jesus.
I could not believe how much they took out of my check.
Oh, yeah.
It was insane. I was like, why'd I even bother working Sunday?
Depending on what kind of rat, Terry. I forgot about the big ass rats. I forgot about.
Oh, there's big ass rats?
Yep, I forgot all about them.
The hell are those things called? Big ass rats?
Big ass rats.
You know what? That sounds like a band name. If we're ever going to make a band, we need to call it Big Ass Rats.
I like that. Tim, you can be Olivia Newton-John. And I'll strum the banjo. That's all I can do, strum it.
Sky Dancer, I'm sorry to hear that. Or you may not like them a whole lot and just make them work.
We have some pretty healthy sized rats down around here down in the barn.
I despise nights.
When I worked in Cheyenne, I was working I worked a couple months, about 68 hours a week. Then you got to figure anywhere from 2 to 3 hours a day drive time on top of that. So,
well, yeah, because in your state, nothing's close. Your nearest neighbor is like 2 counties away. Now, I worked last week, honest to God, hours worked. I worked 78 hours. Now, they're at different pay scales, because we get time and a half after 8. All day Saturday is time and a half. All day Sunday is double time. So I get different pay rates, throughout that time. But actual hours worked last week, I worked 78 hours, which means if I would have just stayed 1 hour longer on a couple days, I would have just done 2 weeks in one.
Mm-hmm.
That's just wrong, man. You shouldn't be allowed to do that.
Yep, I remember I got pulled over on the freeway one time on my way to work. And the cop got up to the window and he said, and state troopers are usually pretty mean, but he got up the window and he was like, "My God, you look tired." And I said, "Yeah, I've worked 60 hours so far this week and I have 2 more days before I have a day off." And he was like, "Just go. Drive careful."
There, no lie. There were several times in the last 2 weeks where I was driving home nodding off, and you're trying to shake your head, you're trying to focus,
Yeah.
but your body's like, sleep now. And you're like, no, I gotta drive.
Yeah.
I remember that when I was going to school, going to school during the day and working night shift like you're doing, Terry, and then in the evening was the only time I'd get to sleep, and I had to work if I want to go to school. So, but I got through it. I couldn't do that now. Jesus. Woo.
Oh, there ain't no way, man. Once this job's over, I'm pretty much gonna say this ain't never happening again. You can bring me in a few days a week to consult, but I am not doing this the whole time.
And I think if you work long enough on nights, Skydancer said he's worked nights for 30 years. I think if you work long enough on nights, it'll kill you. It's taken a long time for him, though. That's what I used to think when I had to do nights. This is going to kill me.
That's what I used to think when I used to have to be to work at 5 o'clock in the morning when I worked at Starbucks, which meant I had to leave the house at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, this is going to kill me.
Yep.
Well, you'd never make it as a tradesman because there's a whole bunch of tradesmen that get up that early and go to work.
I think anything from like 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning should be illegal to even have on the clock. It should just skip over that. And
That's
go to
the
like
way
at least 10 o'clock in the morning.
a lot of them are 12-hour shifts now, but that's the way the hospital shifts all used to be back in the day, 7 to 3, 3 to 11, 11 to 7.
Yeah, back when people were sane.
Yep.
Now it's a 24-hour cycle. It's 12 hours both sides. My guys, the people on my crew, they work from 7 to 7:30 because they don't get a paid lunch. So 7 to 7:30 is a 12-hour day for them. Except I'm supervision, which means I got to come in an hour early and stay an hour later. And it's freaking bullshit. So I'm doing, 13 and a half to 14 hours, 7 days a week on nights. My body doesn't like nights. I despise nights. It just, they threw so much ungodly amounts of money at me where I was like, okay, I'll do it because I'm greedy.
It'll come in handy for something.
Last week, I probably made more than the CEO of my company.
Keep talking, Terry. You get that bill from Dan's Fish. Don't look at the address on it. Would like to have some more of these barbs. Just have some all the time.
I unfortunately haven't watched Dan in a while. I really do want to see his fish room, man. I want to see it up and running and all the. I haven't had time.
Yeah, Bob Steenfott has done a couple videos on it because he stopped by and visited it.
Where he said those were his new favorite fish, the barbs. That's what I ended up getting.
What kind of barbs?
They're the Donkencia Aurelius.
Well, it's sort of like a oh crap, what are they? The filament. They're a lot
Yeah,
like the filament barbs, but
right. They're in
a
that same.
similis kind of the males when they're in breeding condition look a little bit sexier than the normal filament barbs.
I got 17 of them, Terry, and count 16 in there every time I take a picture and count it. So I think I may have lost one, but they're in my 180 with the filament barbs. They're just an inch and a quarter now, but they'll get up to 5, like the filaments. I'm loving them.
Whoever knew that India could have some of the coolest fish in the hobby?
Right. I know.
I mean, that's where the Pandagara comes from. All the Dawkins barbs,
Yep.
all those mountain ranges. You wouldn't think of. Oh, there's really cool fish that we need to have in this hobby in those areas, but there actually are some pretty goddamn cool fish.
I didn't look, but I think the Aurelius probably are in the.
The roseline barb, the roseline shark. What's the name of the barb?
I don't know.
Shit.
I'm
You know what
telling.
I'm talking about, right? Roseline sharks.
Roseline barb. Yeah.
Denison barbs. There you
Denison.
go. Denison barbs are also from the same area.
Yep. Some nice barbs. But I wonder if these Aurelius are a Caris fish because they're only in one small area. I was reading about them in India now. So they should be if they're not. I bet they are.
Well, the IU, or is it ICUN or ICUN? I don't know. I get it confused. I always say it wrong when I want to say it. But they generally are like a year or two behind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure. Good night, Daniel. You stay well, too.
Good night, Daniel.
All right. I am going to go to bed and get up in the morning and pay my property taxes.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
It was good to hear you.
There was a bunch of people that were like, "What happened to Terry?"
I know. I've been a little bit worried about you, so I was glad to see you pop up.
I did think of him today in Dan's stream. I'm like, I haven't seen Terry.
Yeah.
Terry died and became a corporate suck up. That's
there
what
you
happened.
go. The worst things you could have came back as, you know.
All right, I love you guys, man. I gotta go.
Take care.
Okay, get some sleep.
Bye. He's still in the stream, I bet. He thinks I'm kidding about billing them fish to him, you know it. Will get me a bunch more of them.
Are you gonna walk around and feed your fish?
I wasn't. I was going to the bathroom, but I can if you're wanting me to.
I would love to see the fishies.
Everybody here knows my fish already, I think.
But I can't hear you now.
Right? If I feed them, I'm not going to be tortured to do it. The one I'm talking about.
Those little guys in the back.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Here they Yep. I might eat instead of feeding fish. I don't know. Let me get some food out.
We get to look at a glass.
Yeah, a dirty one is that with chocolate milk in it. Only the best. Right. That was just swimming water, of course. The food's not in the water yet. I'm getting real low on food. I have to go to the store.
I'm a night person.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I am going to run the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay, Mickey, you'd better get some sleep. I have to wait for Bob to come back. Thank God he didn't take us in the bathroom with him. That could have been embarrassing. Should I sing? No. Here I am, all by myself. What can I show you guys? Yeah, he would have tried to charge us money, I'm sure. But it would have been small change.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I hope he didn't hear that.
I heard that. I'm hoping to. Oh, to take you in the bathroom? Oh, there's something wrong with that boy. You're hearing me now, aren't you?
Yeah. But your camera's off. What do you got in there? I see things moving around.
Your coughing's scaring them. There's some cichlids down there. And the knife fish. And rope fish. All kinds of. There's a rope. Batch sleeper gobies. A little of this, a little of that.
The rope fish is gonna put some down here for me.
Oh, it'll get down there. They come up and lay in those roots of those floating plants. They'll get plenty. I just see the one of them.
How many you got in there?
2.
I see 2.
How can you see 2 when one of them's down that end?
Oh, maybe I was looking at a stick.
Maybe. Ooh. You're so crazy, Pam. See there how they lay in there? What is that reflection? I don't know what that is. They're wishing they had some bloodworms, but it's not happening. You awake, Bubba? Get you a drink?
Yes, Mike, I'll get you later.
Who's that?
Mike.
See you, Mike. He never would show his snake, would he?
I don't know if he's leaving or not. He just said, bless her heart.
Oh. That'd make him come up and show his snake.
Yeah, you should come up and show your snake.
Make him. He's wanting me to squirt it in his mouth instead of him coming over to get it. There you go.
How often a day do you squirt him?
At least 3 or 4. This is just 3 because I got him this morning and then when I got home and now. And he's got plenty on those plastic leaves now. He does like to catch it in the air though. He's in a shed. You can see the spots on him, the skin coming off. Except the snakes have all gone to bed. Reggie's going to prove me wrong. He's on a hunger strike still. Varmint. There's a kitty. Yeah, there's a pretty kitty. Laying up here by those swarm tanks. I had to force feed my my newest ball python again the other day. But it worked. Starting to look better. Oh, God. What's for supper? Everybody's in there. Look at you. Yazi's appointment or something. What is it, Yazi? Not very exciting. They're all in bed. Have that one on today. Oops. Is anybody saying anything?
No.
Because they're bored with this.
No. Just watching the fishies and stuff.
What was the geophagus they were talking about in Dan's stream? And
Grasshopper.
Johnny's. What did he say? Somebody's
Grasshopper
talking
says,
about
thanks for
some
letting me
geo.
demonetize your stream.
Uh-oh. At least I saw his address, the street sign, so I'll be able to find him now. Tim, you're going to have to up your game with the ears.
Yeah, huh?
You realize if you and him had a Minnie Mouse ear contest, he'd probably beat you with what he's got.
Yeah, mine don't light up.
Right? You ought to put some sirens on yours and blue lights that spin. Something original. Hey, Bubby. I'm going to get some more of those barbs right there.
That's a pretty
It's
cool
got a
looking
weird
barb.
name. I can't remember. I think they're called Circle Line or... No, wait, that's the cruise around Manhattan. Circle Line cruise. Anyway, something like that. I've got several of them, but they don't not enough to school. And they've been schooling with the new barbs. There he comes.
I know we need to send Bob some ears.
Right? I'd like to have some that you could wear, that you couldn't tell. You've seen those like street performers that you can't tell which end is up. They can walk on their arms or their legs. I like to have some like that. Are they on his head or not? Poor old Cerebrum just keeps on keeping on.
Yeah, I think I got mine at Walmart too.
They have
Or
some
no, I
cute
didn't.
ones at
No, I take
Food
that
Line.
back. I ordered mine on Amazon.
Where I saw some. They were mighty small, I think.
Well, you can't get little ears because then you'd have ear envy.
Lord knows, I mean, enough things now. Trying to get them to take some of these jumbo krill. There we go.
I like it when you feed the pacus the nuts, the trail mix.
I'm out of nuts. Yep. I fed them the last of it, I think last night. No, I didn't. I took it to the Ark with me today so I'd have something to snack on. I left it there. Yep.
Grasshopper says his ears are bigger than yours.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. I never put much effort into growing them. Oh, quit it. Never put much effort or thought into growing them. Let me look at the chat. That's for $6. I've needs ears now. Hold the camera still. Got the palsy, it's hard. So Mike just refused to come up to comply, didn't he? Yeah, she got her a good piece. All right. Oh, already. Messing around. Any update on when the big pond is going to be there? Nope. I need to look and see if it's even shipped. I'll do that tomorrow while I'm looking about the frogs. Because I would like to get that thing going while it's cooler.
Walmart does have delivery now, like you can order groceries and stuff, but I am slightly out of the city limits on the opposite side of town, and I signed up for it, and they won't deliver out here, so I can't get groceries from them. I can order other stuff, and some dry goods they'll deliver, but stuff like milk and stuff like that, they won't.
Because of the distance?
Yeah, because I'm on the opposite side of town as them, and I'm slightly out of the city limits.
I'm surprised they're worried about that. You know, I stood in the crickets trying to get crickets from them with my groceries getting hot for 40 something minutes, and then I just took what I wanted. Still hadn't got over that. They only must have like 3 people working at Walmart at night. There's nobody there. And one person watching like 50 registers. It's crazy. I don't think so, Mike. It says you just roll it out of there and no tools needed. It's one reason I've been trying to get some of these other things done. I have been getting some other things done. Oh, that fish's eyes are a little hazy. I wonder what's up with that.
Walmart has 2 registers open for the whole population of Wyoming. Yeah, and they're never busy. There's never a line. uh,
And those are self checkouts.
yep.
Self checkout. What's going on down here? Y'all come on down here and eat. So how many people are in here?
11.
Oh, okay.
Not very many tonight.
I always go by quality, not quantity.
That's it. Yep. Hey, Sandy.
Hey, Sandy. Is it Sandy Dowdy?
Yep.
I'm supposed to be swapping some fish with George, but he didn't tell me what he wanted. He wants to send me some of the Avatar angel fish because I don't have any angels. Amber's little betas. Little boy. My little Fahaka that was really tiny, really growing. Keep saying I need to move him, and I never do. I'm afraid of getting bit by him now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at him chase me.
Oh, he's growing. Getting bigger.
Yeah. Remember, he was like the size of a pea puffer, and he's like the size of 6 or 8 pea puffers now. Ow! Trying to bite. He'll eat flakes, but only when I don't put any bloodworm in. He loves bloodworms. There's none to eat tonight. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Can't even see him there. That's that biggest convict fish from Nathan's Sand Creek Aquatics. Big ass. Times. Oh, got it. The axolotls are eating, so I guess they're okay. Let's see my other white one. The black one's in that tube.
Oh, awesome, Lisa. That works.
There he is. There he is. Yeah, they're all okay. Yeah, I put those big shipping frozen packs in here to get their temperature back down. All the little baby killifish are getting big. Big, big.
They are getting big.
Somebody's waiting on a wafer.
Grasshopper wants to know what the names of all those fish are.
George Foreman, George Foreman, George Foreman. Yep. Kept it simple. These poor guys always know I'm going to give them dessert. Yes. Yes.
I remember one time I was in a fish store and I noticed that if I put my finger up to the glass on this tank of like hundreds upon hundreds of neons. If I put my finger up to the glass, all of them like congregated instantly trying to get my finger, right? So they'd just be this mass of neons like at the glass trying to get my finger. So I called the poor kid that was working in there. I called him over and he says, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah, I want that one right there." And I put my finger on the glass and all the neons like whooshed over my finger and they all look alike, you know. I said, "Yeah, I want that one right there." And he looked so horrified. It was kind of mean of me, but yeah,
Kind of mean.
it made me laugh. Just the look on his face made me laugh.
Poor kid. I'm going to sit down and take a little break and see if those giraffe cats come out. They might. That's the fish they were talking about in Dan's stream. I never remember which geo it is. I've
Oh,
got.
yeah, yeah.
That's a male, I'm sure. That's about a 10, maybe 10 and a half inch fish. It's hard to tell with those big guys there in here. And then I've got a smaller one that I'm pretty sure is a female. It's like 5 or 6 inches. You start talking about inches and Dee Dee will pop back up. She's so much fun to cut up with, you know it, Dee Dee. I know I've got this so I can't see the stream. No telling what Grasshopper's saying about me.
He was wondering how you would react to a laser pointer. Oh, wait,
Oh,
he was talking about fish.
how I would react to one?
Yeah.
I'd just roll over and go to sleep. But a lot of the fish do react to it, especially the pacu and stevrums. Must be too light in here, even though I'm sitting in the dark, for those giraffe cats to venture out. Oh, I just saw one of my keyhole cichlids. I didn't know they were still in there. Those came from Bob's sting pot. So, Pam, have you talked to George about getting your serpent?
No, I've been kind of waiting for this heat wave to end. I should be starting to get stuff gathered up pretty soon here as I get some money to get what I need. But I didn't want to do it until the heat was over with.
Right. I think I'm gonna. Hey, Crown Tail. I think I'm gonna see if Ed wants to get those rainbow tanks in that bedroom back there from me. If not, I'm gonna put reptiles in them. He's got the other set of those tanks anyway. I saw a thing on YouTube where a boy working at home on the farm, he was alone, some kind of a machine or something pulled both of his arms off.
Oh.
And he was, I know, he was able, he's like a teenage kid.
Oh my God, it's Josh.
Thank God.
Hello.
How are we?
So how you doing?
I am good. How are you both?
Good, good.
That's good.
I'm still alive.
Yay. That's good.
So I guess that's good.
Yeah, you've been not as ever present lately.
It's starting to cool off a little bit here, so that's good. So I hope it keeps up for a while.
What is the best acronym for why are we always yelling?
I call him Grasshopper.
Grasshopper. Because
Yes.
grasshoppers yell all the time?
Yeah.
Hey, Sky Dancer.
He spit that tobacco.
Well, I've quit my job, so I can jump up here and not worry about getting in trouble
You
anymore.
quit your job?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm becoming the president of the Punchy Paints fan club. It apparently pays really well.
Okay.
Right?
Like he calls me Huawei. Hey, that makes sense. So I feel like I've interrupted. Bob, you were showing us through the tank.
Oh no, everybody's seen these fish. Just sitting here rambling. I was actually telling a story about a boy that got his arms jerked off in farm machinery, and he dialed 911 with the pencil in his mouth, and they saved both of his arms.
Wow.
Wow.
Yep.
That's full on.
Stuck them back on. Stuck them back on, and they're still doing good.
And it's still
That
got,
was
you
on
can still
YouTube, so you know it's true.
Years
Yeah.
ago, when my dad was a
Uh-oh.
truck driver and was a truck driver for many, many years, and like a lot of truck drivers, he absolutely hated cops. I mean, he did. He hated cops. So this one time, I called up my dad, and I told him, I said, "Did you see the news tonight?" And he's like, "No, I just got up. What's going on?" And I said, "Well, there was this kid in Spokane that was on an overpass, and he was like dangling a rope over the side of the overpass, and a passing truck on the freeway underneath of him caught the rope on his mirror. It got wrapped around his mirror, and it actually yanked the kid's arm off. So they had to chase the truck down and get the kid's arm back and stuff so they could try to reattach it. And I said, and then they arrested the truck driver, and he starts going off. He's like cussing and saying, "What? Yeah, that figures. What the hell did they arrest the truck driver for?" And I told him armed robbery.
Oh.
And he got so mad at me because he totally fell for it. It's one of my favorite memories. Because, I mean, I really got him. I mean, he was on a rant. You know, he was just a ranting and a matter in hell because they arrested the truck driver.
I love it.
Oh, that was kind of mean of me, but it made me laugh.
One of my best mates growing up. So I went to kinder with him. So we became mates when we were 4, and then went to primary school together. And his mum was the principal of another primary school. And I was always like, why don't your kids go to the school that you're the principal at? And she's like, because I've had enough of them and they've had enough of me. But
wait, stop a minute. I can't hear you very good. Can you move the mic or something?
okay. Settings. I probably have
Giraffe cat sighting.
external.
Maybe.
Okay, talk and let's see if we can hear you. Oh, now I can't hear you at all.
Why isn't that working?
There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That's a little bit better, yeah.
A little bit. It should be like
Yeah,
right in
now
my
I can,
face.
now
better.
I can understand you anyway. I didn't want you telling me a story and not be able to hear you.
Um,
One of the kids that you went to school with.
yeah. So one of the kids I went to school with, his mum, she was basically my second mum. I just lived at their house on the weekends, and yeah, she only had one arm, and I remember being young, like, don't look at it, don't look at it, don't look at it, and then finally one day I got the courage, and I was like, so what happened to your arm? And when she said it, we were all in the back seat. She's driving, and her 2 sons, they were like fighting, carrying on, being silly and everything. And she said, well, what happened was the boys weren't listening when I was little, when they were much younger, and they were being really silly, and they were fighting just like they are now. And I turned around to smack one of them and rolled the car, and I lost my arm. And then my friend was like, no, she didn't. She was waving at someone out the window, and a truck came past and took her arm off. And for years, I was like, I don't know what has happened. And she just used to use it as a way to like get us to stop being naughty. But eventually, what actually did happen, she was driving on her own, and I think she did flip the car and cut her arm off. And there was there was a football team on their end of season drinks, their Mad Monday. I don't know if you have Mad Mondays over there, but effectively when your season's over, everyone gets together on the Monday when you don't have a game anymore and just basically drinks for 2 or 3 days straight. Anyway, these guys were on their Mad Monday on a minibus, and they pulled over to see what had happened, and they got their esky or their cooler or whatever you call it over there, and took all their beer out of it and chucked her arm in the cooler because obviously it was filled with ice, and then drove to the hospital. And unfortunately, they couldn't save her arm. But this is when she was like maybe 20. So the whole time I'd ever known her, always only had one arm, and
They might be able to do it now because every medicine's advanced so far now. They probably could do it now.
Yeah, well, she passed away not last year, but the year before, unfortunately. But she always used to joke and say how she used to be a really good guitar player, but she couldn't show you right now because she only had one arm. and then she wanted to. She's like, I need to do more exercise. So I've joined up down at the local swimming pool, and her husband just started laughing. She's like, what are you laughing at? I can do exercise. And he's like, you're just going to be swimming in circles.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
They're awesome people. GRB, how are you? I saw someone ask me how I was. I am good, thank you.
That's the thing. If something like that happens, you got to have a good sense of humor, because it's much better to make jokes than to cry about it all the time.
Oh yeah, agree. Just yeah, I saw you on here before, and I was editing a video, and I finished editing. So I'm like, I'm gonna jump up and chat with you while I upload it and do all that other.
This is
fun
good. You're
stuff.
always welcome.
Yeah, well, now I can pop up and not worry about, hey, someone at work who's a massive Punchy Paints fan will be like, hey, God, Josh isn't working. Why is he on the screen?
I kind of doubt that's going to happen anyway.
Oh, actually, I got something to run by both of you, because I made a video last week, and it's just a little short video. It only goes for 7 seconds. I was, like many people, got lost on like Instagram Reels or Facebook, whatever. And something popped up, and I started laughing at it. And I was like, hey, I could do that with my fish tanks. So I did a version with my fish tanks, put it on, but it has a swear word in it.
Oh,
And I showed my wife, and she's really disappointed that I put it on. And then it got like 18,000 views within a couple of days, and I was like, it's done way better than any of my other videos. And she's like, I'm really disappointed that you did it. But it's actually one of my favorite comedians in Bill Burr. So I was like, yeah, maybe it is more me than the other stuff. But I was curious as to what your opinion would be.
I might not be the person to ask. I snuck one in on one of my videos in the middle of my video one time. And I'll play a few seconds of it and show you what I snuck in.
uh-oh.
Here we go.
Hang on. I gotta pull it
Demonetized.
up here. Oh, no, that's not it. Hang on. I'm using the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, here it is. Gotta get rid of the commercials. Yeah, I snuck this in the middle of one of my videos one time, and either YouTube didn't, well, obviously they didn't catch it because I didn't get a copyright strike or anything on it.
It's just sound, other than the voice sounding different, it sounds like you anyway.
Anyway, yeah, I snuck that whole song into one of my videos one time.
Without the whole song.
And I figure either the YouTube bots missed it or they just didn't have any fucks to give.
Yeah, maybe that's what they felt like that day. They're like, oh, I'm gonna let this one slide. Love it.
So don't ask me for advice along those lines.
No, it's good. That's actually semi-expected.
Can we hear your little clip, Josh?
Yeah, I actually ended up monetizing it, and it didn't. Like, I got no strike against it either. I'm like, okay. Yeah, one sec. Oh, how can I do this? Oh, I have to do it on my phone because I used these headphones once for a video, and now I can't get my my speakers to work on my computer anymore. Right, next. You kind of need to see the video at the same time, but effectively, it's me showing like a bunch of my tanks together and getting a message. Go away. With this audio over the top of it.
I will buy another one. I will buy another one. I'll buy fucking 5 and smash 4 if I want to. I will buy another one.
I've heard that. I love that.
I love Bill Burr. So I was like, should I? I'm like, you know what? If I'm sitting there laughing at Bill Burr in my spare time, I can totally put it into one of my videos. So what else is news?
What was he talking about buying? Another in your video, a tank or a fish or?
Oh, in my video, I was just showing like a row of my tanks. So it's like just going through, going 1 tank, 2 tank, 3 tank, 4
it's
tank.
awesome.
And it's like, I will buy another one. And I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's talking about arguing with his wife. Like, you know, just there's that little back and forward you have with your partner sometimes of like, do you really need another one? And he's like, you know what? I do. I will buy another one.
It's awesome.
And it's got me thinking. I've seen a couple other ones that are like 6 or 7 seconds. I'm like, oh, I'll try and do something with them. Because I've never done a video that's got that many views and that many subscribers straight away for something so little. But I suppose Reels is just part of the future of social media, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So why weren't you on the last couple of weeks, Pam?
Oh, just busy and not feeling very good.
Yeah.
You know, the usual. I'm starting to feel that I feel pretty good today, and I think it's because the heat is starting to die down. I'm too old for like awful
It's dragging
heat.
on, is it?
Never
Like
used to get this hot here, but
yeah, I've heard that the northern hemisphere's been a lot warmer than.
yeah, we used to get like maybe a couple days in a summer that would get over 85, like 1 or 2 days during the summer. And now it was like most of June and July were over 85.
Yeah.
And I don't have air conditioner or something because I've never needed it before. Because where I'm at sits 7,165 feet above sea level, so it's never got this hot before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it just didn't get this hot. Now it is. So,
But
this week it's finally dropping down into the 70s. So I can deal with that. But when it gets over 85 outside, it's over 100 degrees in my house. And it just kills me.
Sorry.
Because I'm old, you know.
I feel like our winter's dragging on, so your summer might be like dragging on as well. We're like, it's cold. Can it start getting warmer now? Like it's meant to be spring in 2 weeks. Like, come on.
Really? Already? Wow.
Yeah, well, so August. That's the end of winter for us. So June, July, August is winter, and then September is spring.
Ed, hi.
And September's funny because where I live, like all the grapes start growing, so everything's just dead at the moment, and then like literally every day it just gets greener and greener and greener. It's really cool, and all of our sporting finals and stuff come up in September. So I always joke and go, oh, it smells like finals football because it just has that everything's coming to life. So I love spring.
I love fall.
Yeah, I like fall.
I love fall when it's like pretty and sunny and everything's like cold and crispy at the same time. That's my favorite time of the year.
Do you ever call it autumn, or are we the only ones that call it autumn?
Oh, sometimes I say autumn, but yeah. Same thing.
I just noticed a question from Skydancer. Am I going to do live streams earlier hours? Actually hoping to, Skydancer. I was thinking about working out what's going on Sunday nights and Monday nights for you guys, which is a morning for me, just to have a chat. But I also don't want to. I don't think I want to do live streams weekly. I feel like I want to do it less frequent.
Monday nights are actually it's kind of slow. I think you could work something in Monday night pretty easily.
I thought it was pretty jam packed. I mean,
No, Sunday nights are pretty busy, but Monday nights are fairly slow.
Yeah, Susie and Aquafunk and stuff that always pop up for me, and then there's I don't know what days and nights people do stuff, but generally when you guys do something at night is when I'm meant to be starting work. But my whole idea is I'm trying to start my own business, so I'll have my own flexibility eventually. Hey Pat, hey Ed.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, Ed.
Maybe you'd be able to come on our Tennessee Fish Mafia stream, Josh.
Yeah. What night's that?
It's Sunday night at 8 Eastern time.
Yeah, definitely. What time does Funk normally go?
I don't know.
I think he goes at the same time a lot of times.
Oh, when
That's
was
right.
Susie? Sorry, what time's Susie?
She goes right before us, and then she comes over. She's on the Tennessee Fish Mafia panel, so she, sends people over to us.
Yeah, so I think that's like 10 o'clock in the morning for me, so that would work well. Then drop Harry off, come back, make some food, some brekkie. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
All right, I'll get with you.
Done.
Sure.
And yeah, should be free next week and the week after and the week after and the week after.
All right.
I'm going to Cairns at the start of September for a week, and there's no internet reception up there. I remember I tried to do a live stream from up there 2 years ago or something, and it was a nightmare.
So you'll just have to do a video.
Yeah, I'll have to do something like that.
All right.
Or I can do more swearing reels. Ugh. Have you set anything up lately? You haven't really been doing much fish stuff, have you, for a while?
Me? No.
Yeah.
No, mostly working on my art.
Some of us have been dabbling into reptiles too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I know you've got reptiles, but
Pam and Susie Q and Mike that's in the stream. We have a stream on Friday even too for that.
okay. Do you know Big Tank Hank?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was a guest on his show. I'm a mod there, but I was a guest on there, I don't know, a month, 2 months ago.
Okay. Yeah, so was I. We would have been around the same time. But yeah, he's telling me that he does like a more of a fish thing and then a reptile thing.
Yep.
Tries to do 2 a week or something.
Yeah, it's a nice switch up if you like reptiles. They can be lots of fun.
91 members on reptiles. Nice. And hey, Mike. Skydad, are you going to do a video? What do you mean? There'll be a video in 3 hours and 45 minutes coming out, which will be nice and late.
What's your video on tonight?
I got. You'll all be asleep when it comes out, so I don't mind telling you. But you can watch it in the morning. I got 12 Darwin algae eater shrimp and a bunch of Otocinclus, and now have a school of 12 Embotetras with my pearl lace gouramis in the Dutch scape. But I've replanted some of the plants that weren't working because the algae was getting on top of everything. So I tried to shift everything in my favor as opposed to letting the algae just have its way with everything. And it looks pretty good. It's a little bit of a mess, but it's all still growing through. Once that algae's gone, it's going to look nice and awesome. Except for the bloody bladderwort that I'll never get out of there.
What kind of algae?
I don't know. It's like a cloudy, fluffy. Like if I move the plants, it just flies off and floats around the tank. Yeah, it's a weird one. And I've been working with like a guy who's really good aquascape, and he's like, yeah, you need like a big cleanup crew in there. And he's like, you need 20 shrimp and like 10 Otocinclus. I'm like, that's like $300, dude. I'm like, how about I go halves? It's a lot of money. But yeah, anyway, I'm looking at it right now. The tank looks really cool, and I've literally just filmed it just then. So you'll see what I'm looking at if you have a look at it. On the trip, am I going to make a video? I probably will. I want to try and go to this turtle sanctuary up there. And I'd love to but maybe take it easy, not worry about videos while I'm there, but then have a day where I just film going out to the reef, out to the island, and then to the turtle sanctuary and see if I can interview someone that works there.
Oh, what kind of turtles? Like sea turtles or land turtles?
Yeah, sea turtles.
Sea turtles? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's an island called Fitzroy Island. I think it's about 40 minutes off the coast. It's like basically part of the Great Barrier Reef. And yeah, they have where they rehabilitate sea turtles there.
Oh, nice. That would make a really, really neat video.
Well, that's it. I think if I can interview someone, it will make a good one because we can get a lot of information out of it, and then I can just do, a lot of B-roll and make it a bit fun with some music and stuff. But if it's me just pointing a camera around, I get lost when I get home to edit and go, oh, there's no story here. Like I've not done enough with it. And then that's probably the last 2 times I've gone to Cairns. I've done that. I've filmed heaps of stuff and then gone, this doesn't really work together.
I was thinking I had seen some footage you did there before.
Yeah, that was the early days. Yeah, I did 2 videos. That was more like a lot more like music and a bit of fun, and I really, really enjoyed it. But then no one really watched it. I mean, I hit a golf ball next to a crocodile on the golf course, and it still didn't get much of it.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then, no, I think that's all I did. Last time I was there, and I go to Cairns once or twice a year. Sorry, once every year or 2, because family have a small apartment there. So it's like a cheap holiday for us. It's the other side of the country, so it's nice and warm up there too. But that's why we always go there. And anyway, last time I went, I took the GoPro, filmed heaps of cool stuff, and I lost the GoPro. I swear I came home with it.
Oh, no.
I don't know where it is and don't know where the footage is. I feel like it's going to be one of those things that one day I'll move house and go, oh, there's the GoPro. And I'm really bummed because I bought this for it. Well, if I can get it. Which I was looking forward to using. I thought it'd be pretty fun.
What was it? What did you buy? Oh.
There's dust in it. It's just a mouth guard with a GoPro connection on it. There really was dust on it. Because I had these ideas to do some videos where I can just be walking around and it'll look like it's me with it, and I can use my hands to do things. But not unless I buy a GoPro again, apparently. Josh, I need some high resolution pictures of the country where Brettles pythons come from. Breadless pythons? Where do they come from? Alice Springs. I've never been. It's like the only place I haven't been in Australia is the middle and the top. The desert. Why do you need photos of that? Have you recently come across one?
Sounds like a project.
Non-venomous snake.
I'm still here. I'm just going to be moving around. So give y'all whiplash.
I'm working on my Mike Pence impersonation, seeing if I can get a fly to land on my head.
That would probably go viral. I'd play it a few times.
There's not a lot of information here, Pat, that I can find. That's a good idea, though, Pat. I just can't. How cold is it? I'm sitting on top of the dryer, so it's pretty warm here. But how cold is it outside? It is 13 degrees, and it'll drop to 6.
What's that?
Great.
Fahrenheit?
Saturday's going to be a high of 12, a low of 2. 2 would be, I think it's like 0 is 37 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 12 degrees. C to F, that makes sense. 53.6 Fahrenheit.
That's not so bad.
No, that's
with
great.
With a low of 35.
That's short weather here.
So what we normally are like in spring, probably like 75 degrees.
Let me see.
And in summer, we usually are pushing about around 104 degrees. We get a bit of everything.
Too hot. Too hot.
That's too hot. Yeah. Whereas Cairns is always like 86 and humid. Yeah, Pat, I'm trying to look up this snake, and it says, where are we? Habitat. Is found in a variety of habitats: desert, savanna, forest, freshwater wetlands, inhabiting ranges, ridges, and rocky outcrops. They are semi-arboreal, spending time both on the ground and in trees, and may be found active during day or night. That basically says to me you could find them anywhere at any time doing anything. They could be in the desert, the forest, or the wetlands, or the rocks. They could be in the trees or on the ground, or it could be day or it could be night. Really helpful. Make a YouTube video about it. What's the humidity in Cairns? Like 1,000,000,000%. Humidity here. 75%. Up there's probably 80 plus. The
During
hottest,
months.
usually pretty low, so it's real dry heat.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's not like it's great for bushfires and horrible for people with skin conditions like me. The ranges. Maybe a picture of Uluru, Pat. Get people always blow those up and print them, so there'll be plenty of Uluru pictures you can get. Close.
Well, it's about time for me to call it a night.
Fair enough.
I've been on 2.5 hours.
That was kind of abrupt.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about it for a little while, thinking, it's getting late. I'm getting tired.
Okay.
Fair enough. Well, it was good to catch up.
Yes, you're welcome up here anytime. Anytime.
Cheers.
Next time, come in a little bit sooner.
I planned on having the video done yesterday, but I didn't finish it, so slowed me down today. And yeah, Bob sent us a message about
Yeah. Oh yeah.
the Mondays.
For
Yeah,
sure.
that would be a good thing. Sundays or Monday. I guess it is.
Oh yeah, Monday morning for me. Yeah.
Monday morning for you. Okay. Well, thank you for coming up. Thank you, Bob.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Grasshopper. And thank you, everybody in chat. And we shall see everybody Saturday night. Will be my
Done.
next stream.
Bye.
See you
Good night,
guys.
Good night.
Don't cuss yet.